The true word lives again, the Jeshurun Reader sample. Reading before the pulpits, before the denominations, before the debates and the doctrines, there was the Word. Not the word of preachers or politicians, but the living breath of the Most High, the voice that thundered before there was thunder, the light that spoke before there was light. Time passed, kingdoms rose and fell, men began to build religions in the name of revelation, but forgot the relationship. They built temples of translation, but lost the tongue of truth. And little by little, the pages that carried freedom were scattered, buried, replaced. But the word of the Most High cannot die. It cannot be censored. It cannot be colonized. For every verse they removed, there remains a voice that remembers. For every truth they tried to bury, there rises a remnant who will dig it up again. The missing pages are not lost. They are waiting for seekers, not spectators, waiting for those who crave revelation more than routine, waiting for those who will not settle for fragments when the fullness of the gospel was promised. You see, family, this is why this information matters, because we have been taught to build our faith on partial truth. We have praised preachers for power, but ignored the precepts of purpose. We have mistaken charisma for calling and performance for presence. But the time has come to return, not to the church of men, but to the covenant of the Most High. The same Spirit that spoke to the prophets of old is whispering again. The same voice that told Enoch the secrets of the heavens still speaks today. The same power that wrote the tablets of Moses still writes on the hearts of those who believe. The true word never stopped speaking. It was simply waiting for someone who would listen. For generations, the preachers have spoken loud, but few have spoken true. Many built kingdoms, not communities. Many traded revelation for reputation. And while we sang in the sanctuary, the scrolls were sealed behind the curtain. But the curtain has torn, family. The Spirit of the Most High is lifting the veil. The books they hid are resurfacing. The names they changed are being restored. The lineage they tried to erase is finding its voice again. Because the Word is alive. The Word lives again in the hearts of the seekers. It lives in the prayers of mothers, in the testimonies of the broken, in the songs of those who refuse to bow to deception. It lives in every hand that still turns the pages searching for what was taken. It lives in the revelation that comes when you dare to read beyond what you were told was enough. Because truth is not comfortable, it is convicting. Truth doesn't flatter your flesh, it frees your soul. Truth doesn't worship men, it reveals God. And this is why the true word matters, because only truth can heal what religion has broken. Only truth can restore what empires erased. Only truth can return us to the power that was taken in translation. The Jeshurun Reader was born for this moment, not to debate, not to divide, but to deliver the word as it was spoken, with discernment, faith, and obedience. To remind the world that revelation did not stop at the back of a Bible. It continues, right here, right now, through those who still listen to the living voice of the Most High. For those with ears to hear, this is your awakening. For those with eyes to see, this is your invitation. The true word lives again, not in manuscripts, but in movements, not in titles, but in truth, not in the hands of the powerful, but in the hearts of the pure. So stay tuned, beloved, because this is only the beginning. The Jeshurun Reader has more to reveal. More hidden books, more ancient precepts, more words that were never meant to be lost. Stay close, stay curious, stay awake. The next reading will open what the world tried to close. The next revelation will heal what centuries concealed. And the next voice you hear will not be mine, but His. The Word lives again. The Word lives again. This has been a message from the Jeshurun Reader. Stay tuned for more, for the Word is not finished speaking. It's only beginning.
Before religion, before doctrine, before deception, there was the Word, and now the Word lives again. Yeah. I hear the whisper in the wind say, read again. Open the scrolls, let the Spirit descend. They said it was finished, but he's speaking still. The voice of the prophets define man's will. Buried in the books they told us not to read. Lies the freedom our souls still need. I'm not here for fame, I'm not here for show. I'm here for the ones who truly wanna know. These ain't just words, this is breath reborn. Pages they hid, now the seals are torn. Lift your eyes, open your mind. The true word leaves, and it's right on time.
The true word lives again. We can hear it, we can feel it deep within. The true word lives again. It was hidden by man, but preserved by him. Pages rise from the dust. Prophets speak because they must. The fire that was dimmed, it burns again. The true word lives again.
Yeah, they took the truth and tried to twist it. Whitewash the word but couldn't dismiss it. I came for the broken, the bruised, the blind, those who lost their roots but still got a mind. Every line they removed, every book they erased. The Most High is bringing it back in grace. Enoch speaks, Jubilees cries, Jasher walks through the ancient skies. We ain't waiting for no permission. The Spirit's back on a holy mission, reclaiming truth from the hands of thieves, restoring the scrolls to the hearts that believe. The word is not a book, it's a being. The word is not bound, it's breathing. And now in this generation, the Spirit is revealing what religion concealed. This is not rebellion, it's restoration. Yeah, the true word lives again through us.
The true word lives again. We can hear it, we can feel it deep within. The true word lives again. Every chain that was built now breaks in him. Lift your voice, break the spell. Truth returns, Emmanuel. From Zion's gates to the hearts of men. The true word lives again. The preacher spoke, but the prophets returned. The scholars wrote, but the Spirit confirmed. The word was stolen, but now it's free. The word lives again in you, in me.
Stay tuned. The Jeshurun Reader is just getting started.
True word lives again. True word lives again. True word lives again.
More revelations are coming from the Jeshurun Reader.
True word lives again.
Chapter 1. The True Word Lives Again. The Jeshurun Reader. The Awakening of the Word. In the beginning was the Word, not the ink, not the page, but the breath. A voice that spoke galaxies into rhythm, a sound that carried creation like a melody through eternity. And though time has carried us far from that first utterance, the breath of the Word still moves, searching for hearts that can hear it again. We were not made to live by noise, but by knowing. For the true word is not noise, it is nourishment. It feeds the soul, it teaches the heart to feel, and it reminds the spirit that it was never created to be silent. Yet somewhere along the road, we traded revelation for repetition. We built pulpits higher than hearts. We memorized scripture but forgot spirit. And the sacred text became something we quoted, not something we carried. Many read the word for argument, few read it for alignment. We sought to prove each other wrong instead of seeking to become what was right. And in that striving, in that noise, the still small voice became drowned out. Truth became ritual. Holiness became habit. And the voice of the Most High was replaced by echoes of men. But the word of the Most High cannot die. It may be hidden, but not defeated. For his voice is not trapped in translations. It breathes beyond language, beyond labels, beyond the limits of human pride. And though religion tried to bury him beneath titles and traditions, the Spirit whispers, the word still lives. The word lives in the desert of the forgotten. The word lives in the songs of the broken. The word lives in the eyes of those who still hope, even when the world tells them not to. The true word lives again, not in the temples of debate, but in the temples of devotion. It lives in mothers who whisper prayers before sunrise. It lives in fathers who teach forgiveness before bedtime. It lives in the voices of children who speak truth without fear of titles. For centuries, men built systems to own it, to control it, to profit from it, to weaponize it. But the word is not a product. It is a person. It is presence. The true word is alive, clothed in spirit and burning with purpose. When we speak it with discernment, the heavens respond. When we live it with love, the world is transformed. But when we twist it for gain, it stands as witness against us. There is a cry rising from the earth now, a hunger for unfiltered truth, a thirst for the living water of revelation. People are awakening, not to religion but to relationship, not to performance but to presence. And they are beginning to see that what was once hidden in plain sight was always meant to be revealed in pure heart. The word is returning to its rightful place, not on shelves but in souls, not in manuscripts but in movements, not in walls of stone but in people of spirit. For the living word is not a thing you own, it is a truth that owns you. It reshapes how you speak, how you see, how you love, and how you live. And when it enters your heart, it will not leave you comfortable. It will call you higher. It will strip away the noise. It will make you remember what holiness feels like. This is why we must return to reading with discernment, faith, and obedience, not to men, but to the Spirit of the Most High. To read not as students of intellect, but as children of intimacy. To approach every line as if it were light, and every word as if it were water. For those who hunger and thirst after righteousness shall be filled, not by preachers, but by presence itself. The true word lives again. It is calling its people out of confusion and into communion. It is rewriting what was misread, restoring what was misused, and redeeming what was misplaced. So when you hear this voice, do not harden your heart. For the living word is not returning to argue. It's returning to align. It is returning to remind you that you are still chosen, that every promise he ever made is still alive. The true word lives again, and it seeks those who will live it again. And now, as the light dawns over the horizon of truth, I pass this flame to my brother, the one who walks among builders, healers, and truth-bearers. For the time has come not only to read the word, but to rebuild the world with it.
Tore the pages, but the truth survived. Hidden in the hearts that refuse to die. Prophets whisper from the dust and flame. The word's not gone, just call his name. It's been a long night, but the dawn is near. Revelation rising, can you hear? The scrolls are singing, the seals undone. The spirit's moving, his will be done.
The true word lives again.
It's rising in the hearts of women and men.
The true word lives again.
Not through pulpits, through the spirit within. They try to hide the light, but the flame remains. The ruach blows, embrace the change. the true word
lives
yeah, I came from the line they try to erase, but you can't silence what heaven placed. Every lie they told, we gon' rewrite. Every dark and truth, we bring the light. The word in a sermon, it's a sword, it cuts through falsehood, it restores. It ain't about fame, it's about the name. The one they bury still burns the same.
The true word is breath,
Not ink,
it's life,
it's life.
not language.
It doesn't need a pulpit, it needs a people.
Those who read with eyes to see, and those who walk in prophecy.
For the word never died, it only hid among the humble, waiting for this generation to rise.
The true word lives again. Can you feel that fire deep within? The true word lives again. He's calling his people back again.
The lost restored, the meek shall win. The Spirit speaks where silence been. From Zion's gates to the hearts of men. The true word
Lives on faith. No more deception, no more disguise. The word has opened the people's eyes. Truth reborn, faith renewed. The Spirit speaks, the hearts are moved. The power returns where it once had been. The true word lives again.
Stay tuned. More revelations are coming.
Lives again.
From the Jeshurun reader.
Lives again.
From the Jeshurun reader.
The closing, the word will never die. They tried to bury the truth, but truth doesn't die, it resurrects. This is not the end of the story. It's the moment the word reclaims its throne. In this breathtaking, spirit-filled closing, I, Charles McLENDON, brings the journey full circle, returning the listener to the eternal truth that has outlasted kingdoms, cultures, and centuries of deception. For every page that was stolen, heaven kept a copy. For every scripture they tried to silence, the Spirit whispered it again in the hearts of the chosen. For every lie that replaced revelation, a generation has risen to set the record straight. The word will never die is more than a closing. It's a declaration of divine permanence. Through fire and famine, through exile and erasure, the word of the Most High has survived it all. Not bound in books, but alive in bloodlines, memories, and the breath of the faithful. This is where revelation meets revolution. This is where religion falls silent, and the Spirit of truth begins to roar again. The power of this chapter is not in its ending, but in its rebirth. It calls forth every listener, every seeker, every descendant of the lost tribes to rise and carry the word forward, not as something to quote, but as something to live. The word of the Most High is not fragile. It is not confined to pulpits, pages, or preachers. It moves through time and speaks through those bold enough to carry its fire. And though men may twist it, governments may ban it, and systems may suppress it, they will never destroy it. Because the word is not just written, it's alive. It breathes in the faithful. It awakens the weary. It redeems the forgotten. It is the breath that built the universe, the echo of eternity itself. So as the final sound fades, remember this. You are not just a hearer of the word, you are its continuation. You are living proof that the Most High still speaks. You are the voice that carries what was once lost. And long after empires crumble and sermons fade, the word will remain, pure, radiant, and unbreakable. Because the word will never die, it will only multiply. Soft thunder fades, choir hums. The word lives forever. Stay tuned for what's next from the Jeshurun reader, the voice that reads the truth the world tried to forget. The word lives again in the hearts of the seekers. It lives in the prayers of mothers. in the testimonies of the broken, in the songs of those who refuse to bow to deception. It lives in every hand that still turns the pages searching for what was taken. It lives in the revelation that comes when you dare to read beyond what you were told was enough. Because truth is not comfortable, it is convicting. Truth doesn't flatter your flesh, it frees your soul. Truth doesn't worship men, it reveals God. And this is why the true word matters, because only truth can heal what religion has broken. Only truth can restore what empires erased. Only truth can return us to the power that was taken in translation. The Jeshurun reader was born for this moment, not to debate, not to divide, but to deliver the word as it was spoken, with discernment, faith, and obedience, to remind the world that revelation did not stop at the back of a Bible. It continues, right here, right now, through those who still listen to the living voice of the Most High. For those with ears to hear, this is your awakening. For those with eyes to see, this is your invitation. The true word lives again, not in manuscripts, but in movements, not in titles, but in truth, not in the hands of the powerful, but in the hearts of the pure. So stay tuned, beloved, because this is only the beginning. The Jeshurun reader has more to reveal, more hidden books, more ancient precepts, more words that were never meant to be lost. Stay close, stay curious, stay awake. The next reading will open what the world tried to close. The next revelation will heal what centuries concealed. And the next voice you hear will not be mine, but His. The Word lives again. The Word lives again. This has been a message from the Jeshurun reader. Stay tuned for more, for the Word is not finished speaking. It's only beginning.
They tried to bury it under politics. They tried to silence it with power. They tried to twist it with translation. But the true word was never theirs to own. The Spirit has returned, and the word will never die.
The truth remains. The heavens remember what man profanes. They cut the scrolls, they change the names, but prophecy burns through every chain. Every missing page, every sacred line was kept by angels' divine design. You can't erase what Elohim spoke. His fire still rises through every oak. The word will never die. It's written on hearts, not on stone. But not the breath. You can't kill light, there's no such death. The Most High speaks through chosen seed, a remnant awakened, a people freed. From Egypt's sands to the modern stage, the Ruach breathes through every age. We're not just hearers, we are heirs, carriers of truth that the world now shares. This is the awakening. The return of revelation, the breaking of silence. Every hidden book is a heartbeat returning. Every rediscovered name is a kingdom restoring. The word was never lost, it was waiting. Waiting for people who could hear again, without the noise of religion. The word will never die. From the mountains high to the streets that cry. Lift your
tried to chain it.
but the truth prevails.
They built empires on the backs of
But
lies.
heaven's scroll was never compromised.
The word lives forever, for truth cannot die. The word will never die.
It's the fire that's burning across the sky.
The word will never die.
Hear the thunder of truth, the Most High's cry. Every knee, every tribe, every tongue will see what the Spirit's begun. The missing pages testify. The word will never die.
The true word has returned, not as a book, but as a movement. It breathes through the voices of the chosen. It speaks through every seeker who dares to listen.
Stay tuned.
For the word is alive, and the Jeshurun reader is just beginning.